Hello everyone, I am Catechus, and today we will be continuing our guided walkthrough for Mystic Quest. Last episode we lost our sandwich Reuben after crossing over into the Windia region, but Tristram stepped up to take his place. This episode, the duo will look for Kaeli to see if she will help convince a tree to move out of the way. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we dive in. Oh, I already miss Reuben. Oh well, we got Tristram. Ninjutsu skill master. Anyway, here we left off just outside the alive forest where Benji pissed off a tree, and now we have to go find Kaeli to make amends. And we did get a hint that she is likely in Aquaria, so that's our goal right now. Gotta go back to the focus tower. At least it's a short jaunt through here. We don't have to work too much. Just remember, ignore the stairs. We dealt with that last episode. And don't go through the blue door. We want the yellow door because that was the first door that led to Aquaria. I frequently forget, so thought I'd point that out, at least to myself. And just like that, we're back in the Aquaria region. Just gotta head on over here, and hopefully Benji remembers that I can't swim, so that means he can't either. Now, what the game doesn't tell you is we actually have to go talk to Spencer. I mean, technically, Kaeli is inside Phoebe's house, but she won't come with us yet. I mean, why would she? We have Tristram in our party, so we have to deal with his story a little bit first. We gotta advance that. But that means we actually have to walk all the way down to Spencer. At least it's pretty, though. I find these waterfalls very calming. Or maybe the music. Or maybe both. Alright, and just south and to the right a little bit, there's the old man Spencer. Hey, do you know where Kaeli is? Hey, how's the tunnel going? Can you save Captain Mac and his ship? I can't dig a tunnel that far. I'm just an old man. We need Otto's help. He's in Windia. By the way, who's that with you? Tristram at your service. I'm a treasure hunter. You don't say. Listen, I recently heard a rumor about some amazing armor. Please, say no more. Let's go. Sorry, Benjamin, but I'm treasure hunting with him from now on. Later, potato. It's just like that, we are ditched again. Tristram, Spencer, what the heck? Oh, I almost forgot. I'll give you this dragon claw. Don't worry, it's on me this time. Bye. And just like that, we receive the final claw weapon, the dragon claw. Phoebe? Jeez, Grandpa just won't slow down. Well, maybe I'll just use a bomb to move this dirt. Maybe that's a bad idea. Phoebe, you shouldn't fiddle with that. Oh, jeez. Why are you running? What did you do? Get back here, Phoebe. Well, the tunnel collapsed. I have to go tell Grandpa, take care of Kaeli for me. Why are you the way that you are? But now we see why Tristram was shoehorned in last episode. That was to give us the Dragon Claw, which is, again, less damage than the final axe or the future final sword will be. But look at all those status ailments. We can now petrify and silence, in addition to paralyzing, putting to sleep, poisoning, blinding, and confusing. This thing is a Marlboro in claw shape. And it can do that, which is a gimmick that will be part of the next dungeon and a lot of future dungeons. We'll need the Dragon Claw to grab onto little nubs across a way and pull us to it to cross gaps. We'll worry about that in the future. We just gotta walk back up. And once again, they don't tell you where Kaeli is. She's actually in Phoebe's house, kind of asleep. That's why we had to come here first. She'd be completely useless otherwise. Huh. Can't Dragon Claw through a bridge. Got it. I really love this weapon. It's one of my favorites. But anyway, Phoebe's house right here. And don't forget, free heal potions. But for some reason, in Phoebe's bed is Kaeli. Hey girl, what you doing? Kaeli, you're well! Yeah, but did you hear about my dad? Yeah, Spencer told me. He said I should see Otto in Windia, and I was hoping you'd come too. Something about a pesky tree in the way. But, like Tristram, Kaeli has a second description and image. I'm sorry, but we suffer together. So, the second description is, Kaeli has recovered completely from the Minotaur poison. She joins you now to see if she can rescue her father, Captain Mac. Make most of her white magic. Yeah, not very colorful. For some reason, Tristram is like the game's favorite. I don't know. Oh, we should check out Kaeli. I forgot. She has the cure, heal, life spells, but look at those spell cast counts. 35. Hot dog. And she has arrow. Very important. That will be very useful. And armor-wise, I'm not sure if this is new. Magic ring, replica armor, and steel helm. I think that's what she had before. But weapons. Yeah, the weapons aren't one of a kind. She also has a giant's axe. Pretty good. And stat-wise, she's kind of a beef mama here. Look at that accuracy though. 90. That is fantastic. And like usual, her statuses are bugged. She has what Tristram had. But yeah, she is level 31 compared to our level 27, so should give you a hint that she'll be around for a while. Now, what this means though is we have to go all the way back to the Alive Forest through the Focus Tower. Starting to miss fast travel in games. At least it's not that much of a jaunt. It's pretty quick. Just remember, ignore the stairs. We already got that treasure. And just like that, we're already back at the Alive Forest. Now, all the enemies are back, and if you want, feel free to kill them all again, but we will have a full dungeon to go through, so what we want to do is make our way back to the giant Deku Tree. And I'm going to save showing Kaeli off in fights until we're actually in there. These enemies aren't that interesting anyway. We can beeline straight to the tree by chopping a path through here, and I'm going to take on the Spectre versus the Mummy. Easy peasy. Now, Kaeli, you want to do the honors and calm down this tree I pissed off? Oh, great spirit of the forest, please let us through to Windia. Look, guys, how about this? I'll let you through if you can whack the monsters inside of me. If that's the way you want it. And just like the Deku Tree, we just go in through the mouth. Now, welcome to the Giant Tree Dungeon, and yes, it is a dungeon. Now, in here, we're gonna face quite a few new enemies in here and a couple old ones, and we'll start with the Mummy, which is weak to wind, water, thunder, and healing, has body slam and neck choke for physical attacks, multiply to make copies of itself, sleep powder to put someone to sleep, poison flower to poison someone, stone gaze to petrify someone, and of course, a paratouch counter to paralyze someone that attacks and doesn't kill it. Then the Spectre, which is weak to wind, shoot, and healing, has attach for a physical attack, double hit for physical up to 2 times, coldness for a water attack, power drain for non-elemental damage and power down, multiply to copy itself, and of course Confuse, which is a counter attack that confuses you if you don't kill it in one hit. Now the new enemies in here, we have the Alive Oak, which is weak to fire and axe, has full Nelson and branch for physical attacks, poison thorn for non-elemental poison damage, electropulse for non-elemental magic down attack, corrode gas, which is a fatal attack and will insta-kill you. Then the Snipion, which is weak to fire, has Tail and Scissor for physical attacks, Twin Shears for physical attacks up to 2 times, and Poison Sting, which is non-elemental poison damage. Then the Mad Toad, which is weak to water, has Whip Tongue for physical attack, Electropulse for non-elemental magic down damage, Poison Fluid for a poison attack, Body Odor to paralyze you, Stone Gaze to petrify you, Poison Touch as a poison counterattack. Then the Leech, which is weak to Axe, Wind, and Earth, has Scrunch for physical damage, Fireball for as fire damage, Quake for earth damage on the party, Quicksand for earth damage and speed down, Poison Sting for non-elemental poison damage, Drain as a HP stealing healing the user attack as well. Then Ooze, which has no weaknesses but reflects all spells, so be careful. They have Stab and Hydro Acid for physical damage, Dissolve for drain attack, Thunder Beam for thunder damage, and Spark, which is a thunder magic down attack. Then lastly, the Skuldeer, which is weak to wind, shoot, and healing, has Sword and Headbutt for physical damage, Spooky Laugh to confuse someone, Sleep Powder to put someone to sleep, and Doom Powder, which is a fatal attack and will insta-kill you. I swear these enemies are getting more attacks by the day. Oh, and there's a boss. Enjoy that. Now, as we complete the giant tree, we are going to defeat all enemies, so we are going to take all the incorrect paths first, starting with the right here, and this mummy. And these guys are the worst, so I'm gonna break things up here. Have Kaeli attack 1, because she can actually insta-kill them, finally. Benji's getting close, but Kaeli can actually pull it off. And it makes them a lot... Benji, why? I was gonna say this made them easier, but then you go and miss the attack. Come on, bud. You may literally kill me. Kaeli, why? Alright, finally. We'll just call that easy peasy. And then this Spectre. The spooky ghost. And it's the same thing, except Benji's probably gonna get confused. I mean, I would probably also be confused by floating bed sheets. Come on, Benji. Not what I was looking for, but it should do the trick. And then this little fella here is the live oak enemy. Oh, and a Snipion, how about that? So, since the live oaks are weak to axe, Benji can take those down, and Kaeli can take out the Snipion, hopefully. There we go. Look at this. Oh, and a crit. That's a lot of damage. I love tree enemies weak to axe, that's my favorite. But they are guarding some cure potions. I will take those with both hands. And now it's time for the middle up path here. So I'm going to take out these two enemies, BRB. And if we go north a little bit, hey, would you look at that, another tree. Fastest fight ever. And he was guarding 3 Sody Pops. We'll pick those up and probably never use them. And now we want to head to the left. So down a mummy. And then down a tree. And if we continue to the left, we could find a couple more treasures after some fights. So our prizes include heal potions and cure potions. Perfect. Now, to actually beat the dungeon, we want to wind our way to the top right corner of the lower level here and take out this little tree here. And with our handy dandy new dragon claw, fight this tree here. Hot dog, Benji leveled up. Check out these stats. Pretty cool. Now, with the dragon claw, we're actually able to breach these gaps just like that. And we just want to work our way clockwise around the room. And it's a nice, easy way to familiarize yourself with the gimmick that we're going to have in this dungeon. And, for the most part, future dungeons, too. These faces in the wall, these are doors. That's what they look like. But with that, welcome to the second floor, and in this one, we're gonna first want to go to the right here because there is a good treasure that we want to pick up that we could see from here. But that means we gotta take out some Snippians, and this is their sprite. So that one was guarding heal potions. We can fight a live oak. And another Snippian. Now, this one here is the Mad Toad, and they're super annoying, alright? Oh, and would you look at that, we have a leech as well. Benji, you fight the leech. Kaeli, try to take out a Mad Toad? I don't know if you can one-shot him. Oh, you can! Perfect. Benji! Why? Every time. You just miss. And Kaeli's paralyzed. Great. We're off to a great start. Haha, you can't poison a Benji. I wonder if that works in real life. Benji's being immune. Doesn't matter. Now we want to head into this doorway here. And this is one of the most annoying rooms in this entire dungeon. We're going to occasionally run into rooms that we have to chop down mushrooms. Now the reason they're annoying is once we leave the room, for any reason, they all unchop. Yeah, but first if we take the middle path, we can get to this Mad Toad, which will give us access to 3 cure potions and some explosives if you need them. Now, the correct path is down here to the bottom, where we gotta fight a couple more toadies. Kaeli, can you make sure Benji doesn't die? Thank you, that's swell. And then number 2 here. Now, I hope you guys want to moonlight as a lumberjack as we chop these down. Now, I might be dating myself again, but this really just makes me think of the Monty Python Lumberjack song. I don't know. In my experience, people either love or hate the sound. But with one more fight, we could finally get through here. Alright, we're so close. Stupid Snippian, get out of my way! And our prize, and the reason we did all that, is the spell Meteor. And this is our 3rd wizard spell, which does non-elemental damage to all enemies. And yes, the damage output varies on how many enemies there are. So if you use it on 3 enemies, it will be less damage than if you used it on 1 enemy, just like bombs. But it does a lot of damage. But with that, we just gotta make our way back to the previous room. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I can't help myself. I just really wish these would stay down, you know, kind of like the enemies stay dead. But either way, now that we've cleared this path, we're gonna go and head to the left side so we can get to the south. And I'm gonna take out this live oak real quick. Now, looking at this vine, it might look like it's crossing the gap. It is not. That actually will drop you to the lower floor, and then you have to work your way back up here. So avoid that, and we're going to head to the left instead, and I guess hook shot our way across the gap. Let's call it what it is. And we have all these new enemies to fight. Then fight this little Snippian. Now, you can climb up there, but there are a couple more enemies over to the right. And a treasure for 3 cure potions. And we can actually climb up here and just hook shot on over. And I'm going to take out all of these enemies. You know, no witnesses. And then these 2 toadies. Alright, now that they're dead, you may notice this door face here is closed. We actually gotta poke it with our sword and it'll open. Yeah, I guess we just surprised it awake. Oh my goodness, look at these enemies. So first thing we're going to do is take out these 2 leeches. And that will net us a couple of heal potions we don't need. But what we really want to do is head to the lower level and look at all these enemies. Alright, on the left path here, take those 2 out and we get access to more cure potions and heal potions. I think they're trying to tell us something, especially that Kaeli's poison. I should probably fix that. Alright, now what we want to do is head on over to the right. There's 2 enemies for us to take out. Remember, avoid the vines. We do not want to use them. Now, this climbable path here honestly leads to nothing but a dead end. Yeah, we gotta go from the left-hand side to get up to that door. Now, the way to do that, though, is to climb back up to where we entered this floor and hook shot over to this side here. And then we're just going to wrap around to the right-hand side, taking out enemies as we find them. So that's a 1 leech. That's a 2 leeches. And that's a 3. But Benji leveled up, so enjoy stats. I don't know what changed. But eventually, following this path, what we're going to find is another face to stab open. And holy cow, yeah, another mushroom floor, gall darn it. And it's all leeches. Seriously, I hope you like fighting leeches. I'm gonna take out these 2. And there's really nothing for us further up, so now we gotta work our way around to the left. And find ourselves a new enemy, the Ooze. Now remember, no spells. He will reflect, he is a jerk. But unlike previous slime enemies, this one is not weak to bombs. So we're just gonna have to stab him the old-fashioned way. I mean, he's not that tough defensive-wise, we just can't kill him in 1 hit. Now that he's gone, we're gonna go up north here, because there's a treasure for us to get, and 1 rogue leech, who is also guarding another treasure. Yeah, we are getting a lot of cure potions. Speaking of which, Kaeli, please keep us alive. Thank you. But now that we're alive, we gotta start taking out these leeches. Why are there so many leeches in a tree? Is that a thing? Okay, now that they're dead, what we want to do is head up this path here. I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea. Alright, now remember, when we're climbing, if for any reason we just let go, we will fall to the ground, so that's how we get down here. 2 more leeches. Alright, are you guys leeched out yet? Me too. Okay, now that we're out here, we're finally on the other side of the 3rd floor. So what we want to do is just head down, and eventually we'll find some enemies. So I'm going to take these 2 guys out, BRB, easy peasy. And I'm going to skip the vine for now and head down to the south here. You guys know me, I like killing every enemy and finding all the treasures. So in there was some sody pops. Now, surprisingly, this is the 1 vine we're actually going to use. This will help us continue by letting us fall down to the previous floor onto the left-hand side that we couldn't actually access before. Now, below us is 1 rogue mad toad and a treasure, which contains heal potions we don't need. And if we continue to the north and poke this face, we can actually continue. We're getting close. I will say that. Now we're back on the 3rd floor, and we finally have access to the big mazy climber's wall. Well, after we take out some enemies. Starting with that leech, and then this toady. Now, this is pretty frustrating. So what you want to do is just climb up here to the top right as far as you can go, and then just let go and re-push the A button. If you're holding the A button while you're falling, you'll just auto-grab onto the next spot. Now this one's kind of quick, you gotta mash that button. But if done right, we will end up here to the final leech of this floor. Should have probably used an axe during that fight, but oh well, stab the face and head on in. Now welcome to the almost final floor. Around the full perimeter are a bunch of enemies, and this guy here is the Skull Deer sprite. Now this guy is super freaking annoying. He's not weak to things or works the same way as normal skeletons are, and they're pretty tough. See, Kaeli can't even take him down in a single hit. The worst part about them, though, is, besides the confusion, is the fact that they can just kill you with Fatal. Well, luckily Kaeli used her whooshy wind on him and killed him outright. And then, of course, this is the Ooze. So I'm going to work my way around the perimeter here, taking out the enemies, and I will meet you back here at these doors once I've cleared out the whole lower floor here. BRB. Okay, took out the rest of the enemies on this lower level, and what we're going to want to do to get everything we can is enter the right face here, and we'll have access to just some minor stuff like this ooze, and then we can chop our way north to just one lone ooze all the way at the end that we can't access any other way. But we're not done here yet. Now I have to take this path here to have access to the last ooze on this side and a treasure. Why they have to hide it this far out, I don't know. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and work all day. Well, maybe I just found out. Benji just leveled up, so that was beneficial. Here are his stats. But for our trouble, we get 3 cure potions. And that's it for this door. We need to use one of the other doors to access the rest of this room. Alright, to actually complete the dungeon, you can take the middle, but I'm going to take the left-hand door because it lets us get to a fight a little easier. And we're just going to chop those down and fight this ooze. Alright, now that we don't have to chop down all of those shrooms, just a couple, we can work our way around and kind of go clockwise to get up to that upper platform. Oh man, Kaeli got close there. Oh, she sees the light. No, Kaeli, stay with us. You almost died once in this game already. Ah! Alright, now that we've circled around, we can climb on up and take out the last 2 oozes. That's a 1. And that's a 2 witnesses. Ah, dang it, more heal potions. Oh well. This door here leads us to the upper tier of the 4th floor, and once again, we just gotta work our way around in a clockwise fashion. Taking out each enemy, because we kinda don't have a choice this time. Such narrow pathways don't allow it. Alright, we are so close to getting to the top floor. Man, we're just cutting through these guys like a butter. Now, if you want, we can just hookshot our way over here and take out these 2 oozes. And our prize for doing that is a bit of cure potion and explosives, which is kind of weird. Anyway, to get back, we just gotta find the hookshot point. There we go. And take out... Oh, boy, Benji. you should probably heal. It looked pretty grim right there. Now we can fight the Skuldier. Easy peasy. Now we can climb on up. This door is the correct door, but again, no witnesses. And if we circle around the last 2 enemies on this floor. So that's a 1. And that's a 2. Our prize, more cure potions and heal potions. Oh boy, I just noticed. Kaeli, when'd you guys get so beat up? It's like you guys had back-to-back fights with annoying enemies. Alright, so one more time, stab the face and head on in. And welcome to the top floor. And it's all Skuldiers all the time up here. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna slowly take them out. One by one. Hey, I'm gonna beat you up. Gall darn it, he kept putting me to sleep. But for our troubles, we get some cure potions and heal potions. Of course, right guys? What else would it be at this point? Now, I'm gonna take out these 3 enemies here so we can just clear out the entire dungeon. BRB. Alright, now that they're all taken down, our final 2 treasures are explosives and heal potions. Oh, I was hoping for cure. Anyway, that right there at the top of this platform is actually the boss of this dungeon. So when prepared, climb on up and face the music. Hey, the tree wants you out. Not even witty dialogue? What a waste. Anyway, so for this boss fight, we will be facing 2 Skuldiers and a Gurdra. Ghidra? Let's go Ghidra. So the Skulldieres we should be used to right now, but the boss is weak to wind, has 3 heads, which is a physical attack up to 3 hits, Tornado for a wind attack, Quake for earth damage on the party, Paragas to paralyze you, Stone Gas to petrify you, and if you physically attack him, he will counter with Poison Touch to poison you. But just like the Skulldieres, he's weak to wind. So I'm going to actually show off the Meteor spell in this fight and have Benji use that. Kaeli is going to come out a whooshin' with the arrow on the entire group. Unless she gets paralyzed. Yeah, Meteor is pretty cool. I don't know why it sounds squishy to me. Oh, good. I thought Benji was just gonna... No, don't. No. No. Yes. Okay. Whew. Benji is the boy that lived. Alright. So, I guess just keep on Meteor, right, attacking them. Yeah, Whoosher, I don't care. You sleeped him. Oh, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Why? Stop putting him to sleep. No, knock it off. What are you guys doing? Okay, we're gonna cast Life on Kaeli, because she's about to go down. Come on, Benji. Let it cure the paralyze. It did! Yes! And she's asleep. Oh, good. I thought she was dead now, too. Alright, Benji. Meteor, please. Cast it. Channel Sephiroth. Come on. We're getting beat up pretty bad here. Okay, the nuisances are gone. Now, this is going to be super easy. One more Meteor, and Kaeli is just gonna come out blasting with the arrow, and she's gonna do almost as much damage as Benji, because he is weak. So 1726. And Benji's gonna throw down with, let's see here, 1882. Yeah. So we're just gonna come out blasting, and we're gonna whoosh him to death. There we go. We got the goat down. Let's see if we can take out the dragon head now, too. Oh, he's got a lot of HP. You'd think after all these games I'd actually pay attention. Okay, final phase. Come on, Benji. Ah, one more turn. Maybe 2. Come on. Yes, we got him. We have cleared him. Now, do not just exit. All we have to do is talk to this face here, and we will be done. I'm grateful to you for beating those monsters. Allow me to carry you. What? He just ate me. Now, in the background, you'll see the trees. They form the words "Go on, kid," and a couple exclamation points. I kind of like that the nature's cheering you on there. And yeah, that tree literally moves. Alright, now that we've done that, now is the time to use the exit spell. And one thing we'll notice, the tree is moved. If we go back to the alive forest, you'll see in the mini-map there, the tree is in a different location. Yep, he is 100% moved. But anyway, with that, I think this is where we're going to call it quits. It's been kind of a long episode. So this has been part 14 of our Mystic Quest guided walkthrough, where Kaeli helped calm down a tree after we whacked all the monsters inside of it. Stay tuned for the next episode as we reach Windia and take out the last 2 battlefields. If you liked the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.